sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Bucks now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Bucks have taken a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills on the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he finds a man on the crossing route and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On second and goal, here's the option. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a carry for Jacobs. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On second down now. Blake, and he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run forward with Jacobs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it with Jacobs. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that. Make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Perry, the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let the return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 1. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrington. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come up. There you have it. Halftime quickly open. Third quarter, here we go. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And they'll wind up getting this this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
53, Mike, 53.
This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's now 3rd and...
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
53, check. Right here.
Mike, 53.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision... And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller game.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed them.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter.
As he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, can feel pretty good as a defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Bucks with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball pops free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.